to come in. They're like, what the heck?
Are we live?
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
What's YouTube say?
Nope.
No, not yet. Okay. No. We find way. Hey, it's showing it that we're live now. Yay! Welcome for a special pop-up report. Welcome to Jalapeno News with Ship Kicker Interesting Guide. And yes, this is how I look. It's been a bad morning already. It is currently the 15th of July. We're halfway through, officially. Let's get this going.
Trust, strong video.
Well,
Good morning.
Yeah, thank you, Chef. I told you it was a bad Monday morning. And that's what we're going right
Just
today.
another manic Monday.
Yeah, and let's say hello to everybody. Then I'm going to get to it real quick. Harrisburg, good morning, Chef.
Ruben D, good morning, and I'm glad you're on vacation. Cooking with Mike B and Lady Dagger Status.
Good morning.
And the other stalkers that are watching, that's okay.
Yeah, it's currently 79 degrees and sunny in West Central Texas. The city decided to work on my alleyways, so that kind of messed up my plans for getting stuff done today. So decided to come in here, and then I got a news report on my phone. And boy, wait till you see the pictures. But first, how's your weather, Shift? Hey,
70 degrees and rain with a high later of 81, and the humidity will be at 80%. AWT, hello, sweetie.
Okay, so let me show you the pictures of what I got this morning on my phone. I'm like, holy Carlito. So, is it showing?
Yep. Minnesota had some very severe storms on Sunday. At one point there was over 70,000 people without power. There was tornado touchdowns and everything, and a lot of it was not reported in mainstream media. Yep, and I mean, when big trees like this, these oaks go down, the winds had to be strong.
Yeah, I think this person just wanted a convertible.
Not sure.
Yeah.
Not sure, but the thing is the areas that were hit are still without power. There's still 25,000 people without power. And I believe the storms actually came through on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
But the worst of it was early Sunday morning.
Yep. And it's currently almost 28,000 people in Minnesota without power. And for those who are still wondering, there's still 288,000 people in Houston without power. Yeah, let's see, we're also 22,000 people in Illinois without power. And Ohio has 16,000 without power. And that's the same story going through Minnesota. And they're expecting storms again today. They're expecting flooding for Minnesota and Wisconsin. The added rain that's happening today.
Yep. And if any of my silver people, if you have not seen Vote for Pedro, I'm worried he was in that storm path. I was not. I lucked out. I was not. We just got, heavy rain, a lot of thunder and lightning and wind. Nothing, nothing major. We had some little branches and stuff come down, but nothing major. But if you have, I have not. I watched for Vote for Pedro all weekend and did not see him in any stream. So I'm wondering if he was one of the ones that was affected by these storms. So Yep.
So,
Got to keep him in your prayer.
yep, please. Till we find out that he's okay. I mean, I'm hoping the minimum is just no power, because we knew he had flooding in his basement before. So, but hopefully we find out today.
Right. Well, and the thing too is there was 2 tornadoes that touched down besides.
Yep.
The one touched down in a farmer's field, which was, the best place for it to touch down. There was really no damage other than the crops that were in that field.
Yep.
It traveled across the farmer's field and then went back up. There was actually video of that too that I watched.
Yep.
But the other one hit the outskirts of a town, and I cannot remember the name of it because it was 3:00, 2 or 3 in the morning, and I was just kind of watching and dozing type thing. Yep.
Yep. Yep. So can I go to Houston real quick?
Go for it. I'm done.
Yeah. All right, Houston, we have a problem. All right, and no, I'm not talking about the power outage. All right, I'm going to have to start a new segment. I'll do a video update to start doing the segment. It's going to be called A Special Kind of Stupid. Yeah, you heard it right. I'm calling some people, and especially today in Houston, stupid. Okay, I'm not calling all people in Houston and around the area, but there's some stupid people in Houston. Okay. You have over 200,000 freaking line workers out in Houston trying to work to try to get things up. Okay. In the last week, linemen have been threatened and weapons pointed at them and have been assaulted because the power's not up yet. Okay. If you know anything about it, they all came voluntarily. They're away from their families. They're coming into a hot hell zone that you're living in. And guess what? They don't have to stay. They can leave. So here's how the stupidity starts. People started assaulting some of these people. They had to call the cops. There was some taking a lunch break. And because they got assaulted, they moved all the way across town, which is going to take them an hour in traffic to get back to where they were originally taking a lunch break before they could start working.
Well, and the thing is trust. What's wrong with these people? Don't they know if they attack these guys that are going to restore their power is never going to get restored? How dumb.
Yep. They don't understand. It's just not like unplugging a wire and plugging another one in. You need to know what you're doing, especially with electricity, and you got to have the knowledge. So you stupid people in Houston, back the F up. You smart people, get your bats out and knock the crap out of the people freaking harassing the linemen. They're trying to freaking do stuff for you.
And no, we do not promote violence.
No. And I'm not talking about a real bat. I'm talking about those, rubber bats.
Nerf bat.
Yeah, there you go, Nerf bat. Yep. Because, those people don't have to be there, And the more and more, this ain't happening in the rural areas. Hell, they're getting offered food and, lodging and all this other stuff. You go one of these big blue cities, and it's already been found out that the power company, it wasn't the state, it was the power company that wasn't prepared. Remember, this was a Cat 5 when it's coming across. And then it dropped down, and they even told them it was going to be a Cat 1 when it freaking hit Houston. But they weren't ready. So between the Blue Council and the Energy Corporation that's running Houston, they effed up. But the media was all talking about Governor Abbott. He took off to Asia. He was running away from the thing. No, Governor Abbott has freaking qualified people in his staff, from his assistant governor on down, that can run things on an emergency. It wasn't like the Texas freeze a couple of years ago that media likes to keep on throwing out there. So Houston, and I really hate to say it, but say about 60% to 70% of Houston is all migrants now. So yeah. So think about it. Hey, John Camper, good to see you, by the way. I know some people are like, "Oh, I can't wait till Trust talks about what happened this weekend." I'm not going to talk about it. There's too
Nope.
much stupidity out there. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to wait till the man speaks at the convention, and then you're going to know everything you need to know. And I don't need a freaking report anything on it. You know?
No, with probably 100,000 channels reporting on it, don't need to.
Yeah. And out of those 100,000 channels, probably about 5 have ever been shot at in a combat zone, let alone anything else. You know, so think about why are you taking your stuff from them? You know, they don't know. They never put themselves in harm's way. So think about it. So
Yep.
we are going to go to another thing, someplace in Alabama. Okay, this is another special kind of stupid. And you can watch it on mainstream media. They'll show a video. There's a birthday party going on. 7 teenagers got killed and 10 were injured. And yeah, they're reporting on all that. That all happened yesterday. And yeah, they had one folk on there. He was in his vehicle, you know, trying to be interviewed, but he was like talking through the back seat window to the media because he wouldn't get out of his vehicle to talk to him. And he's like, "Yeah, the cops don't give a crap. The city council doesn't give a crap." No, this is your neighborhood. Have you checked if these are all teenagers and they're getting shot at? Think about it. When's the last time you went through your kid's freaking room and see if they got any freaking illegal guns? Oh no, my kid wouldn't do that. Well, that's a special kind of stupid. In today's age, you still need to check. You know?
Yep. Oh, exactly.
Where's these kids getting the guns? Think about it. You
Yep.
can't blame everybody else and not take responsibility if you don't lock up your guns, if you got kids in the house, and you don't check on your kids. You check them for drugs. So why don't you check them for guns too? Hey, that's just a suggestion. You know?
Exactly.
You know, and they showed the picture of the community center. It looked like a decapitated old convenience store in the middle of freaking Hoodsville. So why would you let your kids go somewhere like that? Think about it.
That too, you know.
You should know everybody going to that party. And if any of them are little gangbangers, then yeah, why are you letting your kids go to it? Think about it.
Good morning, Chuck Stacks.
Hey, Happy Chappy, how you doing, brother? Good to see you.
See, happy. Good morning.
Those are my 2 episodes of Special Kinda Stupid.
Yep. Ding, ding, ding.
But there's a lot more we could report on, you know, and yeah. If you hear this on the other channels, either today or tomorrow, that's because they're stealing it from me because they ain't reporting on it today. They're talking about Mr. T. I'm telling you right now.
Nor are they reporting on the people that, you know, are without power and, yeah.
Yep.
Which is what affects us normal people.
Yeah. We have a better chance of controlling our own destiny and power, you know, because you can have backups. You know, why are you depending on the government? It's so expensive than finding with cheaper ways. I mean, you can buy a solar generator. You can buy a regular generator. Hey, you see the price of gas? It's cheaper than it was last month. That's all I got to say. At least here it is. I hardly ever use mine, but when I do, hey, good morning, AZ Coils.
AZ, good morning. Marla B, good morning.
Marla B. Yeah, today it's supposed to be up to 103. Before they're reporting 90. Now it's going to be 103 without the heat index. So yeah. Now you know why I don't trust the weathermen too much. I do talk to a couple of them when I used to do my, you know, my forecast things all the time, but now I don't talk to them very much because they want to get up at 3:30 in the morning every morning. I'm like, no, I can't do that. I ain't getting paid. You know, if I'm up, I'll join you. If I don't, then I don't. So, you know.
Yep.
These get mad because, you know, quite a few of them are like, well, you learned how to read the numbers better than we did at school. It's like, yeah, but you can do it too. You just got to spend hours freaking looking over the stuff and figuring it out. But yeah, this week and probably next week, enjoy the African dust. Boy, is that shit coming through. Suck it up,
Yeah,
Buttercup.
but that's a normal thing, especially for what is it, Utah or is it Arizona?
Arizona.
Trying to,
Yeah,
yeah.
Arizona. It usually starts in Arizona. But this year, it kind of like cut off like Texas and New Mexico more than Arizona. So, but yeah. And I don't know. It just frustrates me because even people are like, "Oh, that's climate change." The African dust is not part of climate change. Why don't you
No,
blame? Why
that's
don't you
been
blame
happening.
that? If they're not watering their sand to keep the
Right.
dust down. You know.
No, that's been happening for years. I had family members that were visiting somebody when it came through,
Yeah.
and they were, they make the Arizona dust will sometimes make like little dust tornadoes, and they took videos of their kids running through these dust tornadoes.
Yeah.
I'll never forget it.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You know.
what?
Yeah. Well, they're not really dust tornadoes. The official word for them is dust devils.
Okay, yeah, dust devil, but yeah, the kids were running through them,
Mm-hmm.
literally.
Yeah. And they got to be
I'm like,
careful. If it's big enough, it can still pick you up and toss
oh
you.
yeah, oh yeah. But what I'm saying is, that was back in the what, 80s?
Yep.
And I'm watching these videos going, but holy crap, aren't they breathing all that shit and dust in when they run through it?
Yeah. And then they wonder why they got asthma problems and stuff. It's got dust particles in their freaking lungs that can't hack out.
Yeah.
That stuff embeds into your freaking pores of your lungs.
But I wonder how many people's kids actually did that kind of crap.
Yeah, I
It's
did
like,
it. I probably did.
yeah,
But
it's
it
like,
wasn't when I was
what?
a kid. It was when I was in Saudi Arabia and Iraq and stuff. The dust storms came in. All we had, man, we would pray for face masks. All we had is our dust freaking goggles and we had to use our freaking handkerchiefs to cover up our freaking mouths and nose. That stuff still got in.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so but and then I see the ones. I mean, a couple of years ago, Texas had a couple of dust storms. Arizona and New Mexico. Like, oh my god! It's like what? That's nothing. You see the ones we had to go through in the desert. I'm like, come on now. You see that from like 100 miles away coming at you, just big old giant wall, about 5,000 feet tall, just the dust coming at you. All you can do
Yep.
is just get ready and pray.
Good morning, Ziva's mom.
Hey, Ziva's mom. Good to see you this morning. Yeah, so this is a no notice type thing since the city ruined my plans for today, and Shift Kicker reported this news to me. So I'm like, oh no, we got to talk about Minnesota. I mean, I talk about Texas and our storms and our problems all the time. And, Shift is part of the show. And, it's important, especially those pictures. We got to show it because that ain't on the news, like she said. What's up?
I mean, it was reported on the news here, but no mainstream media.
Well,
You know
I
what I'm
didn't hear
saying?
about it until you sent it to me.
Locally, yes, it was reported, but mainstream, no.
I mean, the only thing I got from news from up there, hey, Ginger Ninja, good to see you, was the Weather Channel reporting. Well, actually, it was Fox Weather reporting more flooding in Wisconsin today because of the rain.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, well, what other states? And I'm looking at it, and they're not. I'm like, really? You just got to talk about Wisconsin? I know there's flooding in Minnesota. I know Ohio's probably got some. I'm like, hello. I'm like, okay. So
I
they're
know.
very selective when I pick. So
Yeah, it's raining here, but it's just a light rain, right now. So, yeah, just enough to where when it all stops and the sun comes out, we get baked because we have, believe it or not, humidity warnings. Warning the elderly do not go out because of the high humidity. It's supposed to be 80% humidity at 81 degrees.
Yeah.
That's going to be thick, thick, thick. I mean, right now it's only 69 degrees and actually feels pretty dang good out here.
Yeah. Right now.
That's what I said right now.
Yeah.
Later, I'll probably be in the house. Yeah, whatever happened to the acid rain scare?
Mm.
So, Chuck, actually, I think what it was is they stopped a lot of these big manufacturers from actually, burning certain things that were coming up through their stacks, Chuck, stacks, which supposedly slowed it down. Or acid rain was just another one of their things.
Yep. See, we haven't had acid rain for forever a day around the world anywhere, because when it happens, they report it. And we haven't had for at least 20 years. I haven't heard nothing about acid rain. So
AZ, I'm in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Yepers. The land of 10,000 lakes and multiple big, huge rivers.
Yeah. For y'all who are just starting to experience a triple digit heats, and you're like, oh, it's so hot, and you're running AC units, either the indoor type, the window type, the ones you hang out the door or whatever, make sure you clean those filters out, especially if you got high pollen. There are a lot of dusts, because you'd be surprised how much the air conditioner will freaking clog up, and then it won't be as cold. Just keep cleaning those filters daily, wipe them down, whatever you need to do, however the directions are, and you'll stay cool. So I survived the great summer heat. I mean,
and not only that, Trust, it'll save your electricity because the dang thing won't be working so hard.
But I will say one thing: this U air conditioner unit that I got, where half of it's in the house, half of it's out, and you close the window and it keeps it shut, and you can bolt it down and all that. It's an inverter. It's got an inverter in it, and it uses a whole lot less power than regular window units and all the others. So, I mean, I may just invest in a couple more. I may put one in my garage, because my garage has fans. That's all it does. And that's why the last couple of summers I haven't been working out in the garage like I normally do. And I even got my area all set up to go live, to show the scrapping and everything else I do. Haven't been able to do it because it's just too freaking hot. Oh, yeah, those old ACs were awesome. But, yeah.
But the thing with some of them old ACs, make sure your tubing that takes the water out, the evaporation water, those tubings aren't blocked, because they can back up right into your AC unit and ruin them.
Yeah.
Just saying.
You know how the calcium buildup happens in your water pipes? Yeah, I could do that too.
Yep.
And it's not coming from, the AC unit's got its own unit stuff in there. But eventually, it will build up eventually. I don't know if it's calcium in there builds up, but it'll build up something. And good luck on that one.
Yep. So always check those tubes that drain it, because I know most of those older ones, that's what they did. At least ours did.
Yeah.
I'm so happy I have central air. I don't have to worry about any of that shit.
Yeah. No, I got central air too, but I refuse to use it at this point. Because I'm only in maybe throughout a day, I'm only in 3 rooms. And why am I cooling the whole house down? Because I got a big old house. And why am I cooling the whole house down for just 3 rooms? So
I hear you.
That's how I run 3 separate freaking AC units per room, and it's comfortable. And the rest of the house, it's hot. But hey, there's nothing vital in there, and it cools down by night. So
I love it. Only going to be 112 today. And what about that African dust, AZ? Are you ready for it?
No. the time I worry about Arizona more than anything else isn't during the heat. It's monsoon season for them. But does Arizona get freaking rain? Oh my God. When they see everybody else flooding, they're like, that ain't a flood. Their highways get freaking flooded over. You can't even freaking drive. Was I-10? I-10 will get freaking flooded over. You can't even drive it sometimes. It rains so much on the monsoons. Hey, Cat Mom, good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning, Cat Mom. Big love, hun.
So I know I had other stories, but I'm trying to save. And they're just like little minute stories for high noon. So I'm not covering all of them. I covered the big ones, especially the stuff that nobody covers. And it's really important right now. So,
Yep.
and she can look at them and go, well, what can I do to solve it? Well, a lot of people have passed away from the heat. Could have been prevented if you checked on your neighbors, especially the elderly.
Right.
So, what can you do? Check on the elderly. A lot of the elderly will not tell you if they need help. They're old school, male or female. They're to the point. It's like, oh, I'm self-sufficient. I can deal with this. I dealt with this back in the Great Depression. Well, you know
and
what?
not only that, some of them don't realize when they're getting heat stroke.
Yep. Well, and that's why I went and took care of my two neighbors. And well, actually, I was only taking care of one, and then the other one kind of fandangled me in that one. But luckily, yeah, it was an all-day event, and I was worn out. But I feel
Oh,
better knowing that they got AC and they're good.
Cat,
So,
Cat Mom. Hopefully you get over it quick. Darn it.
yeah, you need some of that homemade Harlequin stuff. I know I'm not calling it right, but you know what I'm talking about. Sure.
HSC B.
You're
Yeah, the
speaking French
HSC.
to me. I have no idea what
The
it is.
HCQ.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guano. That's what I call it. Guano's with a Q.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mike B has a prayer request for his neighbor. Mary had been helping her every day. She is really sick. Ooh,
So
we'll
what?
add her.
Okay, I have a question on that one. So has she been to the doctors? What are they doing to help her? Because I'm finding out some really awful things that are going on right now. Like you're like my ortho put in a order for a bone scan, right?
Yep.
And put it in as ASAP as a referral. So the place calls me and wants to set up the appointment, right? They pushed it out to November 29th. So I call the ortho and I talk to his nurse, and not even 2 minutes after she put me on hold. 2 minutes after I talked to the nurse, the actual surgeon got on the phone with me and said, "Don't worry, you won't be doing that appointment." They called me 5 minutes later and scheduled it for last Friday.
Yep.
Now, how come that can happen, but they push everybody out
Yep.
so far?
Yeah. But you got to talk to the right person.
Oh, prayers,
Yeah.
Mike B.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Like I said,
she can survive it. My sister did, not once but twice. And she's been around when they told her she should have been around for over 30 years now. So
yep.
it's just you got to do the things that need to be done. And she didn't take no chemo. She didn't take no freaking special drugs. But yeah. She left it to the Lord. She had the elders pray over her, and she ate healthy, got healthy, and she's been in remission all this time. So
Uh, yep. Well, it's a scary thing when they tell you that. So what are you going to do? Try everything you possibly can to get rid of it. And I understand that.
Yeah. As you've seen on this channel, everybody we've prayed for that's requested has gone to the hospital and all that other stuff. They've come back with good reports. And it's not because we're doing it. We're doing it as
No.
whole because we come in agreement, but we pray as the Father says in heaven. And two or more come together.
Yep.
And pray in agreement, it shall be taken care of. And he takes care of us. God loves our children. Oh, I'm going to cover.
Does.
And while I'm talking about God for a minute, I don't talk about him very much except for prayer requests. But there's a channel out there that's trying to do clickbait. And I'm not going to mention, you'll probably see it if you look for it on YouTube. But it says, why God won't kill the devil. And that's the whole series of it. I haven't watched it. I don't plan to watch it. God is not into killing. God punishes because he's our Father. And he punishes you. You either go to the corner, which is hell, or, you go up to heaven. Think about it.
Exactly.
Once
and
God does not kill.
The other thing that really bothers me with some of the channels that, they say they're Christians and that kind of thing, but they dabble in things like Moloch and other things that the Bible tells you not to do.
Yep.
And
careful on who you listen and watch.
I mean, I see some of their thumbnails, and I just go, OMG, how can they cover that? That's against the word,
Yeah.
And I mean, I've seen it on multiple channels now. So, yep, it's not just one.
Yep. I've been attacked because, like, I'll look at your name and you use cuss words, or you joke about this, joke about that. Hey, I am a sinner. I am not perfect.
No, none of us are.
I ask for forgiveness every freaking day. I'm not going to do it all, but hey, I can reach masses, and I reach more people here than I would if I went out in the streets, because people just go by, ignore. So think about it.
Yep.
And if you ever want to talk about God, we can talk about God, but I try not to. I just remind you there is a God, whoever it is, whatever your belief is, and just remember, pray to that God every day. I'm not going to rag on you who your God is.
Amen, Ginger Ninja. And see, in my way of doing what God says to do to spread the word, I post prayers 3 times a week. And yes, the prayers come from my heart. So sometimes they're not always perfect or, or touch on Bible verses. I try not to do that because basically they're just prayers from my heart that hopefully help others.
Yep.
So, yep. And I usually do that on Wednesdays, Friday, and Sunday.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got another story.
What's that, Trust?
Yeah. Here's another one. I just remembered, a special kind of stupid. Okay, this happened this weekend. It happened in Florida. A 20-something-year-old young lady ordered her McDonald's on her phone. She proceeded to go to McDonald's to pick up her order. And because order on the app, she had some special things on her order, and they asked her to go window number 3, and they'll fix it for her. She pulled in and went inside instead. I commenced to get angry, throw a fit, and everything else. And the cops are looking for her. But needless to say, the cops, they did the thing. You can find it on the news thing on the YouTube. And it's funny listening to the cop because everything is from, she ordered her McBreakfast or McLunch. She ended up being a McBurglar. I mean, he used mech in everything that she did, and the way he did it so professionally, it was funny. But yeah, she started knocking stuff at the employees, cussing at them, and they were trying their best. So like, look, we'll refund you your money. We'll still give you the food. Let us fix it for you. And she was having no way. And while she was throwing her fits, she dialed 911 to call the cops to complain about her McDonald's order. And then she goes behind and starts throwing cups at the employees and everything else. Her sister, the cops even used that on her, Chuck, just to say. And yeah, on the very end, she tried saying, she told the people at 911, they recorded all. She reported herself doing all this. So that's why she's a dumbass, And
Hey, Psychobillo Chuck, Lisa Starry. Good morning, and thank you for that.
yeah, on the
What you
video
just said.
shows her she was 4 months pregnant. Her mom was out in the car. Her sister went and tried pulling her away to get her away, and when she was going on her way out, she pulls up her shirt to show that she's 4 months pregnant, and then she commenced twerking before she goes out the door. Yeah, think about it.
Oh,
Yeah. So
And
she
you-
paid, didn't get her food, and now she's has 2 felonies, and they want to freaking take her to McJail, where she won't get no McShakes or McFries or anything else. Oh yeah, she's going to jail. The cop even said, yeah, she's going to be booked. It's clearly in all the video they showed of what she did and all that. Yeah, she's going down. So
yeah, there. You just can't fix stupid. I swear.
yeah. So that's why I'm starting this special kind of stupid, because there's a lot. Oh yeah, I found a lot of it. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna start doing that little entertainment segment. Special kind of stupid, because we know they're out there. So
Yep, a McHoodrat. I like it. That's funny.
She kind of looked. She was a pretty young thing. I wouldn't have dated her if I was younger, but yeah, to me, she looked like a mahood rat. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And supposedly I saw in the news, I don't know really much about it, maybe somebody in chat or maybe Shift, but I
What's
guess
that?
the DNC is getting tired of AOC.
Yep, they sure are.
I guess she had a clip where she says that Israel has a right to live, and that wasn't too good with the rest of the squad members and the Democrats. Now, basically, she's saying they have a right to exist and be in their own country. That's a complete reversal of supporting Palestine, now, don't you think? Even though Palestine isn't a country.
Yeah, but then again, if you really listen to some of what she's been talking about, she's another one. You can't fix stupid.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I think they freaking her advisor told her, you need to say something good about Israel, because if you don't, you're going to be out. What kind of scam am I running here? Amount of show, then you do an amazing special show. What? That'd be charming. You know what? Let me find that B with the middle finger just for you. There you go, B. See? Flashing up. Not only the middle finger, but 2 other fingers and a thumb. Drink your coffee. I don't know if Shift said hello to you or not, but hey.
I did. You didn't even see it. Nanner, nanner, nanner. I said my Be Charming hello. And Debbie Williams, hello, welcome.
B's like, that didn't come out the way I typed it. Well, that's the way you typed it.
Yep, I saw that already. So, yep, which it should have been dismissed. It should have never happened.
Well, but hey, I just reported on that story for Florida. Special kind of stupid. There you go, B. Not many stories you can fix, but you can go to your local McDonald's and find a 4-month, pregnant lady that's freaking throwing a fit and straighten her ass out. You can pick stupid. You know,
Stinger.
be
Send
charming.
your little troops.
Yep. You got one loner bumblebee pollinating your cucumbers.
Aw.
Wow, he's a busy bumblebee. And good morning,
But
be charming.
but you have to know this, Lady Dagger status. Once their little back legs get full of pollen, and if you see another one, then it's a new one. Because it takes time for them to deposit that off their legs to be able to go back out.
Oh, so they fill up their legs, right? And they kind of look like that when they're flying. They're getting kind of heavy because their legs, all full of pollen. Do they twerk to get the pollen out? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. I've never witnessed it.
I don't know. Well, maybe we need to go to the bee queen and ask her. Be charming. Do bees twerk to get the pollen off their legs? Yep, Chuck. Believe me. Yep. We can wax some moles. That's all I got to say on that. Now, they said she's a Floridian there, Bee Charming, so her mom and her sister admitted it. So, and she says, no, the bees don't twerk for pollen removal. Well, how do they get the pollen off their legs?
Thank goodness, Bee. Or you'd have to start playing some good music for them.
I think at one time I did have a video on a twerk. I wonder if I still got that in my, let me find my folder with bee stuff in it. I don't think I'll be in that one.
Yep.
Ooh.
I have to call back my clinic here in about 5 minutes, just so you know.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure it has to do with Wednesday's appointment, but I just got a text message. Please call. So, yep.
Okay, so this is B when she first wakes up in the morning. She's like, fucking trust this freaking alive. Can you see it?
Yep.
Sort of looks like she's twerking a little bit. She's got their little hand shaking, trying to hold the dish with a cup of coffee. Yeah. So, but I don't have that twerking one. I'm going to have to find which folder I put that twerking bee in. Dun, dun, dun.
Yep. Definitely.
Chuck Stack's like, I like bee butts and I cannot lie.
Especially when they buzz and fly. Oh my. And I don't like bees because they don't like me. I'm very allergic.
Yeah, you got to be careful because, like Mike B says, the bees' butts have the stinger.
Yep. So, anyway, I've gotten 2 messages from them to please contact them. So,
Are you going to drop down and call them?
Yep.
We'll wait for you.
I'll be back.
Okay. And it's time for Jokes About Shift. Oh, wait, she's still here. And she's not even, okay. All right, now I won't joke about shift. But it won't take her long. And they're going to say, we have to reschedule your freaking appointment. It's like, really? Tomorrow? Really? Or they're calling her to remind her about Wednesday's appointment. Because, she ain't going to be here most of the day on Wednesday. She's got stuff to do. So, but I hope everybody had a safe weekend and had a productive weekend. I can't say mine was very productive. Even though I did do I baked some pancakes. I followed Shift's family recipe on baking pancakes in a pan, and they came out amazing. I only got half of them left. And I got to freeze them today so I can have pancakes when I want. And, yeah. I'm still trying to kill my pizzas. I'd ordered a large freaking pizza. I think it was Friday night. No, it was Saturday afternoon. I was the first customer, and they were all out of large. So they sent me 2 mediums. Well, yeah, I can't eat 2 mediums in a sitting, let alone one. I'm lucky to eat 2 pieces and I'm full. So, needless to say, so I'm still got a medium pizza I got to go through slowly but surely. Hey, Dennis, good morning. Good to see you. Yes, we are still having a high noon today, in case everybody knows. That was the scheduled one. This non-scheduled one was more reference for what was going on in Minnesota this weekend and for shift. But another thing you won't see on mainstream media, here in my town, on the northwest part of town, we had a train derailment. We lost 4 freaking cars on the train derailment. And you know that corn they use to make deer feed? Yeah, that's what was on all of them. Well, they're investigating it because it looks like foul play on the rails. So, yeah, you won't see it on mainstream media. Our local media just started reporting it this morning. And it happened yesterday morning. Yeah, I heard the crash, and I'm probably about 10 miles away. You could tell it was a train. Okay, hold on. Junior Ninja says, my whole house smells like beef stew that I was cooking all night. Making honey cornbread and pig in the blankets for an appetizer. Ooh, yeah. And good morning, Snoopy Stacks. How you doing, darling? Hopefully it's not going to be so hot for you today. B Charm was up at 5:30 thinking about making crepes, however you want to say it. I've never made them before. But let me know how they come out, B, because I got a recipe, but I've just never made them before. So, and they are good. They're light, too. Oh, you watched Beverly Hills Cop 4? Did you like it? I think he's should be done with Beverly Hills Cop movies because, yeah, he's kind of old now. Trying to do that while I was trying to help my daughter out, blah, blah, blah. No. Yeah. I think the next one he'll just be answering the phone going, I will tell you, I did get a free rental for my Xbox membership, and I was able to watch what was that freaking war movie that they had on the movie theaters for the longest time? I don't know, Civil War, yeah. And it was okay, but yeah, they wasted money. But hey, it paid some actors who weren't homeless. And there she is, she's back.
Hello.
Was
Snoopy.
Was it a reminder?
No, because I had left a message.
Oh, okay.
About my left foot swelling. They wanted to cover that a little bit and see if it had gone down or what's going, and give me some ideas of what I can do.
Yeah.
Yep. So, yeah.
Ooh, Mike B saw Homefront. Yeah, I like Homefront. It was pretty decent. So.
Snoopy Stacks is amazing.
Yeah. We got
Good morning, Dennis. So good to see you.
We got 2 of the Stack family here. You notice that?
Yep, we got Chuck Stacks, Snoopy Stacks. Yepers.
I don't know. And B Charmer says, hey, y'all, I'm watching a man unload 30 bags of water salt pellets in my garage.
Is he a young man?
The way she wrote that, it sounds like he's shirtless and he's sweating and his muscles are bulging and she's just standing there watching him. But
hanging in there, that's all I'm going to say. He wanted to know how I was doing. I'm just hanging in there.
No, not literally hanging, but she should be hanging. But hanging
Yeah.
out on the couch with their feet elevated. B-Charm says judge dismisses the classified document charges.
Yep. Which it should have never have been. There should have never been charges in the first place.
Now I can see him trying to go after him if they would have gone after Hillary for having a freaking server and all the other freaking crap in her house, but they didn't freaking even touch her. So you know what?
And potato, potato, potato.
Oh, Mister, I'm exempt because I'm VP. Yeah, I don't think so. Hang him high. And it's kind of funny. It was in a box in the garage. How much do you think Hunter freaking returned it and put it in the garage? Took it out of his car and put it in the garage. That's what I'm thinking.
Uh-huh.
And it was like a rental or something, that house. So I mean, I could have sworn I read somewhere that it was a rental. But yep. So
Actually, Snoopy, what was going through her server and what she was doing with it was illegal.
Yep. Because her
Even
home res
even
cannot have
even
a
the Democrats admitted that was not that should have never happened.
yeah, and I worked with classified a lot, and they do not. I mean, the only place you can have a server with classified is a secure government facility, and her house is not a government facility, let alone secure. So, yeah.
Yep, hers. But anyway, on another topic other than
Yep.
politics, I did have a feel-good story.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I sure did. One of the farmers' baby goats got out and was traveling down, was running up and down the dirt road, and people were trying to catch it and couldn't. And another farmer grabbed a mother goat who was nursing and brought it to the dirt road and just kind of watched, and the baby goat came over to it and started eating, and they were able to catch it. Because if you don't know, a baby goat can run like no other.
Yeah.
And so one farmer helped out another farmer with his nursing goat to catch a baby, their baby.
Awesome.
Yep.
A good thing
And
my baby goat wasn't lactose intolerant, because they wouldn't.
Yeah, and that actually happened here in Minnesota too, believe it or not. But I thought that was pretty crazy and pretty good, It's like,
Yeah.
farmer help a farmer.
Yeah. Now you got to help your neighbors. That's the only way to do it. But, you could talk about kindness, you could talk about love, but, if you're all talk and no action, yeah, I'm sorry. It's just talk.
Exactly. So I always try to be kind if I can.
Yeah.
Because you know me, trust, I don't like the DRAMA llama. So nope.
The what?
Drama llamas. I just don't do drama well. Never have.
Yeah. She'd rather have the drama kangaroos. The drama crew.
Ooh, ruse. Don't talk about ruse.
Ruse.
A ruse.
So we had another epic failure of trying to capture 2 kookaberries. One was in 2016, and what was the other one in 2012?
12.
Okay. We attempted, we tried, we failed. We'll wait for the next weekend. We'll get it.
I know, Snoopy. I'm so excited for my roo.
Yeah. Which roo did you get?
I won a 2-ounce roo from Snoopy Stacks.
Oh, that's right. The 2-ounce. I forget about that.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
She didn't even have to ask me what I wanted.
Yeah, I remember that. But
I
Bad
think
root.
all I need is a 1/10 now on the ruse. Yeah.
Mm,
And I don't know if they make one even, but yep.
yeah. So hopefully Chuck Stacks ain't mad at me that I snagged his little dragon and put it in for Wounded Warrior. But heck,
Oh no. That
yeah.
was awesome. Big heart.
Well,
Yep.
no, it's just he kept on pushing and pushing this thing, and I saw it one way, and other people are like, "Oh, he really likes it." Well, at least he gets to still see it until it goes to Wounded Warrior, So because he's still collecting, so
Yep, that Scottsdale Dragon will bring some nice money.
yeah. And of course, last time I gave to Ashley, and I wanted to give somebody else this time for Wounded Warrior, and yeah, well, I'm super happy too, Chuck, because we need to get more people to donate on your collection one too, but. We're gonna need a list. I mean, it's kind of hard, we don't get to go to all the streams when you got stuff going on in daily life. But if we had a list of everybody that's collected from Wounded Warrior, so people can go to it, look at it, and go, "Hey, I could donate to this person because I'm on their stream today." Or it's like, "Oh, I won't be able on their stream until Friday," so and then they'll know who they can look for on Friday to give something
Yep.
Wounded Warrior. That'd be awesome.
Yep. So they know who the people that are collecting donations for sure.
Yeah.
That would be kind of a neat deal.
Yeah.
Good morning, Licia Parker.
I would mention a vote for Pedro, but he was really busy on that last one, so I don't want to add more to his plate, especially when we're still trying to find out his status and how he's doing. And good morning, Lucia Parker. How you doing?
Oh, Adam J will make a list, but not until September.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, he normally makes it for all the donations and all that. I'm just talking about who you can donate to. Just the people that are taking donations would be nice right now. And I know there's probably only like 5 to 8 people, maybe. I mean,
well, I know the Silver Sisters are all holding wallets for them.
Yeah, but they're a group, so you can get hold of one of them, they'll tell you. So
yep.
But it is a good cause. I was really surprised on the one that they did for the canines. It was more than what I expected that they were going to be able to get so close after the last Wounded Warrior one. But
exactly.
So I'm waiting for next year. I'm hoping they do it again.
For the dogs? Yep.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So by then,
for sure.
By that way, I'll have some money put aside because I'm doing that slowly but surely, planning for next year, trying to put, $5 here, $10 there on the side. So when it's time, and just bam, one big donation. Here you go. Help out. So
that works. So Trust, what are you going to do in between now and high noon?
Well, I get to, hold on, Angry says
he's got a 1/10 gold kangaroo. Oh my goodness, gold though. Sorry, Angry, out of my budget and that. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to explain it to her and how many banks will it take to get it.
Exactly.
But yeah, I got to do some packaging of my pancake adventure from your family recipe that you gave me. So I got to freeze some today because I already had my breakfast this morning, so I got to do that.
Yep, Trust made baked pancakes, and how'd they turn out?
Amazing. The secret she told me to do worked perfect, and yeah.
Exactly.
It came out as thick as cornbread. And my cornbread, it actually came out thicker than my cornbread. My cornbread usually comes out,
And it's crazy.
Thin, but
it's kind of crazy eating a square pancake, huh?
No. So I cut mine into like logs. I didn't cut them in the squares. I cut them in the logs. So I was like, yeah. They're almost like those pancake freaking sticks that they sell.
Oh, like French toast sticks,
Yeah,
except for they were pancake sticks.
yeah.
But so much easier than standing and making a whole bunch of pancakes, huh?
Yeah. Make them once, freeze them, and you're good to go. And that's what I got to do. They freeze, and then I got to figure out what I'm going to make for dinner tonight. Because I'm all chickened out, so I don't know what kind of, if I'm going to have tuna or if I'm going to have beef. Maybe I'll
Well,
have some steak. I haven't had steak in a while.
I think, well, you'll have to report on that at high noon. But for me, I'm going to say stay blessed, guys, not stressed. Smile at somebody. You never know how it'll change their day. And check on your neighbors. And we'll see you back here at 11 a.m. Central for high noon.
Are you going to make something to eat? Because I hear your stomach grumbling in the background.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not sure what yet, but I got to eat. Yep.
Well, thanks for coming out and joining us on the special edition. I am going to go the rest of the week trying to work on the outside in the early morning since we're going to be triple digit heat the rest of the week. So we'll see unless it rains. I'll only be doing high noon the rest of the week. We love y'all. We'll see you at 11 Central, 12 o'clock Eastern. It just says,
have a good day, Snoop. As I say, what? Bye.
oh, now you get it. Oh.